Then we'll take questions.
Well, I think this was a great win for us. We beat a really good basketball team today. I feel very good of coming out with this win. I thought our team played a great game today. We had 4 people in double figures. You know, we coughed the ball up in the first half. At halftime, we got our composure. We only had 5 turnovers the second half. First half, we out-rebounded the ball. We out-rebounded Rutgers for the game. But really, I'm just really proud of this team and the effort that they made. And you know, we have 4 people in double figures, that good balance.
So there weren't really any adjustments at halftime? It was just better execution? It
was really just better execution, taking care of the basketball. You know, we just talked about using ball fakes, meeting your passes, just being a little bit more calmer on offense. You know, in Rutgers, their style of defense, you know, kind of gets you revved up. It gets you a little bit hyper. It forces you to make some rushed passes or some passes that are maybe not, you know, the ones that you do every day. And so I just thought we were much calmer presence the second half. And then obviously we got to the free throw line early in the third quarter, and that made a big difference, you know, getting to the free throw line.
Coach, was there a play or plays in that last 5 minutes that you thought really swung things for you guys?
You know, we weren't really running any like quick hits in the last 5 minutes. We were just really running our offense, and you know, I thought defensively our zone was doing a good job, except for maybe boxing out at times. But I thought our zone did a good job of making them take time off the clock, really using some of that. I thought our clock management was pretty good the last couple of minutes. I would have liked to have gotten shot off instead of the 30-second clock violation toward the end of the game. But you know, I thought we controlled the tempo in the last couple minutes of the game.
Coach, you've talked about the new rule with the free throw shooting. You know, sometimes you thought it wouldn't pay off for you. It seemed like it really did there in the third quarter when you were going to the line for 2 regularly.
Right. You know, and you know, we would have been going to the free throw line with 7, you know, so it's only 2 earlier, but, you know, it's 4 opportunities. It's 4 free throw opportunities since they're 2 shot opportunities. Ironically, we didn't shoot the ball as well from the free throw line as we usually do. And so that's the one area. We shot the ball well from every place else but the free throw line, but we got there enough.
Allie, not an easy start with Nebraska and Rutgers to start the Big Ten season, but you're 2-0 right now. What's allowed you to win those 2 games?
I really think just coming together and playing team basketball and really focusing on getting stops on defense and rebounding. Obviously, we have a team full of shooters. We know that maybe when shots aren't falling that they're going to at some point, but really just focusing on the things that we can control. And I think we've really just come out with a lot of energy. You know, heard a lot of talk about how tough our schedule has been opening up, and it has been. But I think we've made a few statements coming out here and getting these 2, you know, really quality wins.
Lex, what was the difference in tonight's game?
I think we really just worked the ball. Obviously, our turnovers in the first half really hurt us, and that's why we went into the locker room down by 4. And so we really came together in the locker room and just said, we know what they're going to be doing. We've been working on it. Just look for the shots that we know we've been looking for in practice, and I think that's really what got us this win tonight.
Lex, what was the key for you tonight?
My teammates. My teammates got me open. I can't do it any of it by myself. I mean, Allie drives to the lane, draws 3 or 4 people, kicks it out to me, and I'm lucky enough to be able to knock down an open shot.
What's been the biggest difference for you going from someone who played a handful of minutes last year to now playing 36 tonight? How have you adapted to that?
It's just being in good shape, and last year it's not like I wasn't getting the reps in practice. It just wasn't game reps, and so I think really just going against the girls that I went against last year and the year before that, it was quality practice time, and I got quality time in practice, so I think that's what's helped me.
Coach, what have you seen from her as a difference this year compared to her first 2 years?
Just a lot more confident. She must have really worked hard this summer, and I'm sure she did because it's paying off right now. She's very confident shooting the ball. She kind of has that role that Melissa Dixon had for us last year and stepping up and shooting threes, and she's done a great job for us. But I think also there's a little bit of a mental change as far as her leadership, her composure on the floor, those type of things.
Coach, how happy are you right now starting 2-0 in the conference season here?
Yeah, we're very happy. You know, 2-0 in the conference, it can't get any better than that. We know going to Michigan, and you know, I had a lot of people that played a lot of minutes tonight, and so we're going to have to be very careful in our 2 days of prep. You know, Michigan's at home watching this game and having the day off, so we have a little bit of disadvantage there, but we just have to be smart with our practice time tomorrow. And I also just want to say I thought Megan Gustafson played really well. As a freshman coming in, she battled in there, and I'm really, really proud of the effort that both Chase and Megan are giving us inside.
To you, the players, is that one of the most physical teams you've gone up against, and if so, how do you deal with that? How do you combat that?
I mean, yeah, they're very physical, and I think it was on the boards where we saw that physicality, and it was really it helped us because that's what we're going to see in the Big Ten. The Big Ten is a very physical conference, so just really knowing that that's what we need to prepare for. Though teams like this are what we need to prepare for. So just knowing that we really need to have big hits on the boards, and that's how we'll come out on top of this.
For either Allie or Lex, how important was Carver for you guys? I know the Rutgers bench was really making a lot of noise, but it seemed to pick up in the second half. How important was that for you tonight?
I mean, we say it all the time. We really believe we have the best fans in the country, and every time we step out on that floor, we've made it our mission to protect our home court, and we've been able to do that, and that's our goal going forward. But just to hear the crowd go crazy after a big shot or a big stop, that really swings the momentum in our favor, and it's so fun to just be able to interact with our crowd because they're really awesome. So they help us out. We love them and really appreciate them.
To go with what she said, I'm sure in high school gyms or when you're on the road and in college, you hear students, doing this countdown thing, 5, 4, 3, when there's like 12 seconds on the shot clock. You ever seen that from another team's bench?
I can honestly say I've never seen that in college. Maybe a little bit in high school with the fans, but no, this was the first for sure. So.
But every time they did it, though, we shot it and we scored. So.
Allie, when you talk about physical, can you explain what happened to you out there?
Yeah, I kind of just got whacked in the eye, and I thought something with my contact was a little blurry. But yeah, I mean, Rutgers is just a physical team. You're going to get that in the Big Ten, and it happens.
Coach, for you to welcome Coach Stringer back, what was it like to have her back here at Carver?
She's been back before. She was back we brought her back about a dozen years ago for our tournament. So it's not the first time she's been back to Carver, but certainly, Vivian means so much to our basketball program. She is the person that put this basketball program on the map. She's somebody I consider a friend and a mentor, and I just appreciate her efforts with this program, and I just want to continue to make her proud of this program because I know she still loves this place.
She says she doesn't like to come back here. Is it probably kind of like you going back to Drake?
It's hard, I mean, she's got a lot of memories from being, here, and it's got to be a little bit easier now. It's 21 years ago that she was here, and so, hopefully that time in that distance will help with that. But I'm sure it's still hard for her.
Did you get a chance to talk to her before the game at all? Did you visit with her at all?
No, because she came out during the warm-ups or during the introductions. I mean, so yeah, I had a hard time finding her, and that's fine. We talk all the time. Anytime we're at meetings and stuff, Vivian is kind of the person I end up being around again because we have so much in common. When you think of our basketball program has been around for 40 years, and the two of us have held this job for 28 of those 40 years. That's a lot of Iowa basketball. I mean, there's no other person that knows what I'm going through than Vivian, and it's kind of nice for me to have that that person that kind of knows what it's like to be here.
Coach, coming into this year, did you have talked to Lex about here's what we need from you this season, here's what we need more from you?
I think Lex knew there was an opportunity for her, and I believe when we sat down in our meeting at the end of the year last year and talked about it, she knew there was a great opportunity, and it was going to be how she mentally and physically prepared over the summer, who's going to have that opportunity, and she's done it. She's done a great job for us.
Any other questions? Thanks, everybody, for being